My name is Judi Martin. In 1994, I was the Director of Promotion and Marketing in the Church of Scientology in the United Kingdom. Robert Dam had, I believe, been producing magazines for the Church of Scientology in Denmark. And so he approached us with the idea that we could print the magazines together to reduce costs for the church. It seemed to me at the time that Robert Dam was very competent, that he was professional, that he had a genuine desire to assist the church in its dissemination lines. But it became apparent that there were some things that didn't add up. For his exchange, his payment for doing the printing work, he said that he would be getting like 10% of the cost of the job, which is fair enough. In investigating directly with the companies that he was working for in Africa, it was discovered that the difference in what he was paying the company and what we were paying him was far in excess of the 10% that he said that he was getting. He was actually receiving in excess of 50% of the costs of the magazine production. Also, that he was charging for the airfare, he was charging UK, and also he was charging Denmark for the same traveling expenses. So there was a specific occasion when Robert Dam had been out in Zimbabwe at the expense of the church to produce the magazine and get it mailed out by a specific target on the Thursday. In attempting to contact him, I discovered that he had gone on a fishing trip and presumed that he would be back to get onto the job on the Monday. However, I discovered that it was out for longer than that, and he finally came back on the Wednesday when the magazines all had to be mailed out by the Thursday. So it took a lot of intervention and a lot of costs in telephone long distance to handle the situation and get the magazine mailed out by the deadline. And this was why he was being paid by the church to be out there to achieve this specific target. I mean, obviously it was completely and utterly outrageous, the trickery, and the deceit. Denmark has got a reputation for being very straight and honest in business and having, a good sort of worldwide reputation, which obviously this makes very damaging with these activities from Robert Dam.